Hi, welcome to Cloud9 Yoga. I'm Claudia and it's great to have you with me today. I am today at Hush Yoga Horsham, the studio in West Sussex that is placed right in the centre of the town. If you haven't been, I would really strongly encourage you to come and visit. It's absolutely fantastic and you will manage to practice with one of the best yoga teachers in the industry. There are frequent workshops, frequent classes. The class timetable is huge. Please be sure to visit or at least give them a follow on Instagram. Okay, so today here we're going to work with hips, and I have taught this class yesterday here at Hush and it had a really good review, so why not bring it to YouTube to all of you to enjoy. We're going to work with a pose that some call flying lizard, some call airplane lizard. One way or another, I always quite liked. It's a great fun pose. It requires strong hamstrings, strong core, open shoulders, open hips, all the good stuff. So let's not waste any more time. We're going to start today in hero's pose at the top end of your mat. Come on. So bring yourself to the top end of your mat and allow yourself to take hero pose. If hero's pose is really uncomfortable for your knees or hips, please be free to take a comfortable seated pose at the top end of your mat. Whether you want to have your heels tucked underneath you, I'd prefer you to do that for hero's pose. If you prefer your heels outside just for more opening, you can do this as well. When you're ready, bring your hands to your ribs. Relax your shoulders, elbows are heavy. Close your eyes and home in on your breath, just as we always do, whether it's a in-person class or online. Let's not forget about our breath in yoga. Let's let the breath be the bridge that allows us to connect the physical body with the emotional body. And on your next exhale, I want you to open your mouth and exhale everything out. Feel the ribs hugging in like a corset. Tailbone is long towards the heels. Inhale through your nose, but don't let the corset open up. You might feel the breath coming into the top of your shoulders. That's perfectly fine. Exhale, open mouth. Let it all out. It's not forceful, it's just really long and really, really full. You should feel the obliques hugging in before you feel anything else. Inhale through your nose. Don't let the corset open. At the top of that inhale, take a little bit more. Exhale. Pause at the end of that exhale. Inhale through your nose. Inhale a little more. Exhale, open mouth. Last one like that. Fantastic. Relax your hands on top of your thighs and then let's just do a little warm up of the spine. Bring your left hand by the side of the left hip. Right arm sweeps up and over. Give yourself a side body stretch. Left elbow close to the left hip. Right arm nice and long. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, windmill yourself to the opposite direction. Nice and easy. Deep breath in here. Try not to arch the back, but stay nice and neutral. Come back to center. Beautiful. Let's twist it. Left hand, right thigh, right hand behind you, twisting it nice and soft. Lengthen from the lumbar spine, hugging through the lower ribs. Exhale, twist. Nice. Place some weight into that left hand. Lift your hips off of the mat. Take a little back bend, pushing the hips forward. Take the right hand up and over. As you exhale, feel free to lower the hips or windmill the arms and come into all fours. From all fours, take your toes under, take a deep breath in, hugging through the core. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. Come into an angry Halloween cat. Inhale, one vertebra at a time, lift you back into the cow pose. Belly heavy, collarbones wide. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, bring yourself back into the cat. Last one, cow pose. And into your cat. Then elongate your left leg nice and long behind you. As you do this, take a moment perhaps to warm up through the hip flexors, warm up through the hamstrings. Fantastic. Then stack yourself over your limbs and lift your left heel off of the mat, left foot off the mat. Take a moment here. I'd rather you lift it lower than too high and arch the back. From here, bend your left knee. Whether you want to flex or point the toes, I don't care at this point. I want you to imagine you're a peeing dog, so open that left knee to the side. Try not to let your right hip collapse to the right as you do this, keeping everything nicely stuck, just that left knee lifts. Keep the knee as high as the ankle. Then bring the left knee to the left armpit, squeeze it, lower it down to the left elbow, bring it underneath you, bring the left heel close to the glute, slide it back. Let's do it one more time. Lift it behind you, open up like a peeing dog, squeeze it towards the armpit, keep it really high, towards the elbow, down towards the chest, send it back, release it down to the floor. Let's try the same thing, opposite direction. Knee to chest, bring it close. That heel is pulling towards your glute. Take it towards the left elbow, towards the left armpit, and lift it high, take it back. As you take it back, keep it pulling you back. Keep it pulling towards the midline, then rotate, but keep pulling towards the midline so it's not to the side, but it's really close to the right side. Take it back, just one is enough. Take yourself back to your hero's pose, top of the mat. Fantastic. Same thing other side, left hand, right knee, right hand behind you. Take a breath in, lengthening from the lumbar, hugging through the lower ribs, twisting. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Then put some weight into that right hand, lift your hips, lift your left hand, a tiny little back bend, opening the heart. As you exhale, windmill your arms. You can always lower the hips down. Take all fours. As you come into all fours, give me a little hip drops. So take the right hip to the right, look over the left shoulder. Push with the right hand so you're not collapsing in the right shoulder. Come back to center. Drop the hips to the left, look over the right. Push through the left hand so we're not collapsing in the left shoulder. Come back to center. Elongate the right leg behind you. Take a moment in here. Just feeling the hamstrings, feeling the strength of that leg as you windshield yourself forward and back. Beautiful. Then hugging through that lower belly, lift the right foot off of the mat. Fantastic. And again, I'd rather you go smaller than too big and extend, and then bend that knee. Fantastic. As you bend that knee, let's take it to that peeing dog. So open it up to the side. Then slide it forward. Bring it as close to the armpit as you can without leaning too far to the left. Slide it to the elbow. Bring it towards the center. Slide it back. One more circle that way. Take it back. Open up. Peeing dog. Press both hands evenly. Bring it to the armpit. Really high. Slide it to the elbow. Slide it to the midline. Take it back. Let's reverse it. Bring it close to your chest. That right heel towards the right glute. Open towards the armpit. Open even higher. And then take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Really kick. Really kick. Really kick. Take it to the midline. Rotate it. Lower that right hip to the ground. Slide it back down. Downward facing dog. Nice and soft. Pedal your feet. Wag your tail like you mean it. Lovely. Let's take the right foot up to the sky. Take the right foot outside the right wrist for lizard. From here, lower the back knee. On your own, few times come into half splits and return back to lizard. Taking it with your breath or just with the pace of your own drum for the day. Nice, easy, gentle move. All right, let's strengthen some of those hamstrings then, as they will be needed for us to take off. So come into half splits. Make sure that the back hip is directly over the back knee. If you need to shimmy the foot slightly further forward, do so, but you're still keeping it at an angle like you would for lizard.
Then flex your toes. You can frame the foot, you can have both hands inside, whatever's easier. I want you to soften that right knee. As you soften the right knee, press the right heel down into the mat, then drag it back towards your hip. As you're dragging it back, you should feel plenty of the back leg working. Now look at that knee and see if you can slowly begin to straighten it. You should feel your quads coming to play. Fantastic. Rebend, come back, lizard. Take the left hand to the left, right hand to the right thigh. Twist yourself here. Open your chest. Nice, slow, gentle breath. Bend the left knee. Grab hold of the left foot with the right hand if you can. If you can't, you can always grab hold of leggings or anything that you can possibly, maybe even using a belt. Pressing the left hand into the floor, kick the left foot into the right hand to stretch that right shoulder. Nice. Return the right hand back down, step it back, downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank or half plank, always an option. Lower down for cobra. Inhale in your cobra. Exhale, relax and lay down on your belly. Take your hands behind you, interlace. Inhale. Locust, lift your legs, lift your torso. Take a breath in here, and another one. And then softly release. Hands under the shoulders, step it back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Left leg lifts up to the sky, step it outside the left wrist. Lower the right knee. Nice and easy lizard. A few times on your own. Just come forward and back. It doesn't quite matter how far forward or how back you will go. I just want you to feel the hips opening, the hamstrings moving. Everything's just easing into the practice. Lovely. Next time you come into that half split, stay there. If you need to shimmy the left foot further forward, do so. Stacking the right hip over the right knee. Lengthen and broaden the collarbones. Then soften the left knee, dig the left heel down, flex the left toes. With the left heel, pull back. Feel the back of the left leg working. Look at that left knee and now see if you can straighten it. And if it shakes, it's shaking with joy, as you know by now. Soft, love, soft, 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 come back. Whew. Wonderful. Let's take it to that twist. Take the right hand off of the mat to the right. Take the left hand to that left knee and then broaden the collarbones to the side. Neutralize your tailbone. One more breath here. Bend the right knee, grab hold of the right foot with the left hand. Kick the foot into the hand and let yourself open up that left shoulder. Release. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank. Lower down all the way to the floor for one more cobra and locust. Inhale, cobra. Broaden the collarbones, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Interlace your hands, perhaps the odd thumb on top, lift up, locust. Take one more breath here. Maybe lift the legs higher. Relax. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Fantastic. Let's take the right foot outside the right wrist and the left foot outside the left wrist. You can step, walk or hop there. I don't mind. Then gently lower down to Malasana. Hands to prayer. As you come to Malasana, the top of the mat, stay there. Whether your hands are here or here, I want you to feel how those elbows are pressing into those inner thighs. With those inner thighs, I want you to press into the elbows as if you're trying to squash the hands. With the hands, resist. We're going to hold this on the count of 10. So press and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep adding the pressure as I count down. 3, 2, 1. Relax the pressure, but do not move from this pose. Stay, take a breath in, full breath out. We're now going to do the opposite. We're going to move the thighs away from the elbows without moving the elbows a notch. See if you can do this without lifting your hips any higher or doing any other adjustments. All right, take a breath in. As you exhale, pull away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Fantastic. Bring your hands to the floor. Lift your hips nice and high. Forward fold, top of the mat. Nice. You can sway your hips a little bit here. That feels good. Then come into a halfway lift. Inhale, take your hands into airplane arms, palms face down. Soften your knees and with the feet, squeeze towards one another. Exhale, soften and bow. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in here, full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Like you know it. Exhale, step the left foot back, frame the right foot. Nice. Inhale, crescent. Press the floor away, reach your arms up towards the sky. Bring the right hand towards the right hip, left hand up and over. Side body stretch. Take a breath in here. Exhale, frame the front foot, step it back. One-legged dog. Fantastic. Release the left foot down. Right foot rises. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it close, push the floor of the hands, step it between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, left hand, left hip, side body stretch to the left. Take a breath in here. Exhale, frame the front foot, step it forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Soften and bow. All the way up, inhale. Exhale, hands to center, prayer, hearts to heart center. All right, bring your feet wider than hips, toes out. Prepare for Malasana. Inhale, reach up. Keep your hands up. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back. You're finding yourself in lizard. Hands are inside the right foot. Take a deep breath in, broaden the collarbones, perhaps lower the left elbow, maybe lower the right. Take a deep breath in here. Tailbone lengthens towards the front of the mat. Exhale, come back, right hand up, left hand up, step it back, down dog. Lovely. Deep breath in, full breath out. Step the right foot up towards the sky and then bring it outside the right wrist. Step the left foot outside the left wrist, Malasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, rise up, pressing the floor away. Same thing other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the bum down. Keep your hands up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps back, hands to the floor, lizard. Take a breath in here, or perhaps lower. This time, start with the right elbow. Maybe the left elbow touches too. Sink your hips nice and low, tailbone to the front of the mat, but press the forearms to the ground. Try not to let the head collapse. Wonderful. Lift the left hand, right hand, step it back, down dog first. Shift forward to plank. Lower down all the way to the floor. Fantastic. Take your right hand to a T. Soften your left, bend your left knee. Roll on top of that right hand. Relax your head down. Take a breath in. Lengthen the tailbone towards the right foot. Unravel. Same thing other side. Left hand to a T. Right knee bends, roll on top, pressing that left hand down to the ground. Feel the stretch through the left shoulder. Beautiful. Unravel. Hands by under the shoulders, stack your toes under, maybe through all fours or through plank pose. Downward facing dog. Right leg rises, inhale. Step the right foot between the hands, exhale. Lower the back heel, warrior two stance, inhale, rise up. Find yourself in your warrior two. Take a moment. Look, adjust. Just because you've been here before doesn't mean that everything like it's meant to be. All right, right forearm, right thigh. Sweep that left arm forward and up. Nice. Broaden the collarbones, open the chest like you're trying to pull the right rib cage, right shoulder further forward and up. Sink lower in your hips. Maybe, as an option, take your right hand to the inside of the right foot. Take a breath in here. Maybe stay here. Maybe if you're comfortable binder, feel free to bind. Try and bind underneath your thigh rather than in between the legs. Take a breath in here. Step it back into downward facing dog, framing the front foot, gliding it back. Beautiful. Shift forward to plank. Lower down for cobra. Inhale in your cobra. Broaden the collarbones, keep your elbows close. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing other side. Left leg lifts up. Step the left foot in between the hands, but really squeeze it close. Warrior two stance. Inhale, rise up. Find yourself in your warrior two. Again, allow me to encourage you to actually look around. Is everything like you want it to be? Gather your surroundings. One more breath. Then extended side angle. Left forearm, left thigh. Right arm, I prefer sweep it forward and up. Just find it easier for my shoulder. Nice. From here, try not to let the hips go back. Everything's pulling forward and up. The left shoulder is pulling forward and up. Nice. From that knife edge of the right foot to the right fingertips, long. Sink your hips lower. Option to stay here or lower down the left hand inside the left foot. Option to stay here or bind. Take a moment, don't rush. Those steps of the journey are so important. Nice. Frame the front foot, step it back, slide it back, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Last call for vinyasa. Shift forward to plank. Lower down for cobra. Inhale in your cobra. Your hips stay down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. From here, let's start with the right leg. Right leg reaches up. Step the right foot outside the right wrist. Lizard. Stay here. Nice and low. Now from here, you have a couple of options. Option one would be to shimmy the foot slightly further back. Lift the heel off the mat. That will give you more space for that shoulder. Option two is to take it slightly further forward because that gives you a little bit more room for that shoulder to fit underneath. Whichever one you're taking, let's see if we can lower the back knee down first for a little bit more rest. Then take that right arm and slide it underneath the right leg, bring it to the outside. Take the left hand off of the mat. Now lift the back knee off of the mat and you might find it a little bit easier. From here, excuse me, take that right shoulder underneath the right leg. Option one, lift the right arm only. Option two, lift the left arm as well. Take off, smile. Yeah, one more breath. Feel the back of the leg, of the right leg, having to work to support you. Feel the core cinching into lift. All right, unravel the arms, hands to the floor. Push the floor away, step it back. Downward facing dog. Wonderful, let's try this on the other side. Maybe the other side is different, it's better, it's easier, whatever. But before we do this, let's bring the left foot to the midline. Take the right leg back, open the hip, bend the knee. Option to stay here or lower the left elbow down. If you've lowered the left elbow down, take the right hand further forward. Feel that stretch from the hand to the right knee. Deep breath in, full breath out. Normalize your dog. Release the right foot down. Beautiful. Left leg reaches up. Step the left foot outside the left wrist for lizard. Nice. Option 1, lower the back knee. Find yourself in your lizard, find your breath, broaden collarbones, everything still matters. Like in every yoga pose. Option 1, lift the heel. For me, the right foot finds it left foot finds it incredibly uncomfortable. So I'm just going to shimmy it slightly further forward. Give myself that space. Nice. Let's take the left hand under the left leg and to the outside. Take the right hand off of the mat. Now lift the back knee off of the mat. Hug yourself underneath that left leg. When you're happy. Option 1, just lift the left hand. Option 2, lift both. Nice. Fly. Smile. Feel the left thigh squeezing into the midline. Feel the core hugging in. Everything's working. You're looking great. Option obviously to bind here. Unravel. Hands to the floor. Press the floor away. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Bring the right foot to the midline. Take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Option to lower that right elbow. Taking the left hand further forward. Stretching it all out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Fantastic. Normalize your dog. Release the foot down. From here, nice and easy. Release your knees down. Send your hips towards your heels. And take a moment, either in child's pose or in hero pose. Allow yourself to feel the breath filling in lungs, filling in the whole body. As you exhale, let that breath come closer, come hug your whole body around. Our body has 2 movements, expansion and contraction. Just like our minds. We expand, we get bigger. We grow our career, we grow our personal lives. Everything around us grows. Until we get larger than life. And then, all of a sudden, we curl into this little ball, we contract, we're going to hide away. That's just the cycle of life. Don't be hard on yourself, enjoy it. Expand when you feel confident and powerful, and when you know that it's a time for humility, be humble, contract. Go inwards, reflect, take lessons. It's never a failure. It's always a lesson. Fantastic. Slide off of your feet. Bring your legs nice and long in front of you. Take a moment in here, lengthening the spine. Reach the arms up. Inhale, reach even higher. Exhale, forward fold. Don't ever worry how far you go in your forward fold. Just allow yourself to be where you are, meet your body where it is. Don't judge those around you, deeming them better or worse. Just let yourself be. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, bring the core in and gently rise up. Slide your bum towards your heels slightly and come and join me in Shavasana. Before I let you rest fully, allow me to invite you to a final body twist. Today, let's take the right leg up and over the left like you're sitting in a cafe. Shimmy the left foot to the right side of the mat and take your knees to the left. If it's too much for that left knee to be grounding on that right calf, you can always unravel the legs. Today I find myself really comfortable in cactus arms if you prefer T-shape. You know you can do it. Home in on your breath. One more deep inhale, full exhale. And come back with those legs. Unravel the legs. Bring the feet hip distance apart. Neutralize your spine. Take the left leg over the right like you're sitting in a cafe. Shimmy the right foot to the left and take your knees to the right. Nice and easy. If you feel like gazing to the left feels comfortable, feel free to do that. If you prefer to look up to the sky, enjoy it. Stay in here. Perhaps if you find yourself going elsewhere in your mind, either ruminating or planning or predicting, see if you can possibly home in on the sounds around you. It's a rainy day out there today. And every now and then I see people with their umbrellas peeking in through the glass windows. I hear their steps in the puddles around me. And here I am in this tranquil space. It's just beautiful. Unravel your legs. Send your legs nice and long. Take a few moments in Shavasana. Letting yourself home in on the breath, relaxing the body. Make the body heavy, really heavy. Your heels heavy, your legs heavy. Your hips almost spilling outwards, heavy. Shoulders, ribcage, all planted down. Back of the head is heavy and the facial muscles are soft and relaxed. Enjoy. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you have the time today. When you're ready, know that I always appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the practice, please share it. And if you didn't, please share it as well. You never know. Those around you might actually enjoy it. Either way, thank you for spending the time with me today. And I hope to see you one day here at Hush Yoga Horsham in person. Take good care. Namaste.